best practice probably starts now when we carve. What are some of the things we should keep in mind?
Absolutely. So you have to think in advance. The first thing is if you want to eat the pumpkin, you cannot carve the pumpkin. So you have to leave it as is. Also, if you're going to paint the pumpkin, don't eat the pumpkin and don't feed it to wildlife. Then as you start scooping out all the innards of your pumpkin for your jack-o'-lantern, you can put the seeds in a baking dish and you can put salt and pepper and bake them. They're so healthy and so good, but you have to do that before you get started.
All right, Jennifer, so now let's get the animals in on this. So animals might eat what we don't. What are some of the ways to use the pumpkins to feed the animals?
Pumpkins are great food for all wildlife and animals. So there's a couple different ways. The number one way I recommend is find a zoo or an animal sanctuary or some other place in your area. You can search it up on the internet and donate those because they could really use the food, particularly going into the winter, and they're very grateful for the donations. So that's the first choice. Another fun way you can do it is you can feed the birds. So you can take a smaller pumpkin and you can cut it in half, and then you can stick sticks in the side of it. So you can have your sticks and then tie some string on it, put some bird seed, and you can actually hang it from the tree. How cool is that? And you can feed the birds. Just be aware, anytime that you're putting pumpkins around your yard, you're going to attract wildlife. So if you don't want raccoons or opossums or other critters in your yard, then you definitely want to cut these up and put them out in the woods or further away from your home.
I've never seen a bird feeder made out of a
It looks
pumpkin.
cool.
That's a really good idea. But also the other critters.
I know.
Something to keep in mind. Well, we've seen a video of a yard overrun by a pumpkin vine, and that was after someone tossed a pumpkin out. What do we need to keep in mind if we plan on just chucking it in a corner of our yard for animals to eat?
Well, by the way, that's really impressive that somebody could do that because people work really hard to try to grow those with no success. So if